Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the home team taking on the visiting team.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between our visitors and our home team. And we are underway from Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to do.
And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the one on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a first carry here for out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. Now Thompson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Thompson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Robinson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the uprights. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Bring people to life. Make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's great. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's great. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback taking it in. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thompson looking downfield for Jones. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Thompson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw is Thompson on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get Schmidt, he has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world to this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the run, it's Robinson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Come on, dog!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Thompson looking to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw again. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like every... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On first down, Robinson. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 20.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Steps away. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. On now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of it.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the...
They got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Able to find Willis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.